everyone, this is 12 hidden Easter eggs inside WandaVision episode 6 that you more than likely missed. Okay, now first of all, WandaVision episode 6 was insane. Evan Peters might be my favourite person on the planet at the moment, and in general this show has consumed my whole life. It's all I think about, it's all I talk about, it makes me hate every day besides Friday, and I already can't wait for next week's because this week we did not get enough. And as I said, there's a lot of things that you most likely missed that I picked up on second watching or I've saw on Reddit so far, so I'm going to cover them all right now for you. First off here we have straight into the intro credits and the theme tune playing. It was a bit of a bop, but if you didn't listen, the lyrics actually say this: "Don't try to fight the chaos, don't question what you've done, the game can try to play us, don't let it stop the fun." And then later on it also says, "Let's keep going." Now the whole don't try to fight the chaos, don't stop the fun, keep the game going, it's all pretty obvious that there's a higher force, a bigger entity, subconsciously pushing Wanda to keep the act going, to keep the hex open, to keep doing what she's doing. We don't know who it is yet, but she is definitely being manipulated or controlled subconsciously by a higher force. Now, we get some pretty good banter between the family, especially Evan Peters, my favourite. And we get to see a pretty cool flashback of the original Pietro and Wanda when they were kids on Halloween. Now if you pause right here, take a look at the costumes. Pietro is actually dressed up as Nick Fury for Halloween. This is really funny because obviously we know the kids didn't like S.H.I.E.L.D. and viewed them as a villain because they were on the opposite side when they were younger. So it makes sense that Pietro would be scared of Nick Fury. And in general, he's a scary guy. Now, moving on to outside the hex, we have the part here where they bring in the drone from episode 5. Of course, it's covered in red energy after Wanda completely obliterated it and threw it down at Hayward's feet like a bad bitch. But if you take a really close look, it is actually made by Stark Industries. This makes even more sense as to why she hated it and wanted it out of her sight, because of course her parents were killed by a missile that had Stark Industries written on the side. This is like a big case of PTSD for her. No wonder she blasted that thing and threw it away. Now sticking outside the hex right now, and up until now the main theories around the villain have been Mephisto. Ralph's Mephisto, this is blah blah blah, everyone thinks everyone is Mephisto. But however, the last couple weeks Nightmare has slowly been creeping into the theories, and they actually name drop him twice outside the hex in a short space of time.
Take her out, this whole nightmare ends.
We don't know.
Kidding? I'm impressed. Seriously. It's a pretty big leap from giving people nightmares and shooting red wiggly woos out of your hands.
Could this be them subconsciously trying to sway us towards the Nightmare road, as he is meant to be the villain in Doctor Strange 2, and we all know this movie directly links into that film. Now, back inside the hex, and we're trick-or-treating on Halloween, we have Evan Peters being the sick big brother / uncle role to the kids, and he says this:
"Maximize your candy acquisition, huh?"
Yeah, kick ass.
I feel the need.
Bust me. Ow! Kick ass.
Now, fair enough, this one isn't that hidden, and even in my reaction I pointed out straight away. I'm sure anyone who's seen the movie or the memes will know what this means. But it is of course a reference to the Kick-Ass movie. And in this movie, Evan Peters and Aaron Taylor-Johnson played friends. They were beside each other on screen the whole time. The two Quicksilvers were already in a Marvel property together. Could this mean we're getting Aaron Taylor-Johnson back? I don't know. He kind of said he doesn't want to do superhero movies anymore. But I mean, when Disney come with that paycheck, we never know. Fingers crossed we get both Quicksilvers, because that would be insane. Now again, back outside the hex, and we see all the lab results and test results done on Monica's blood. We see how her molecules have been altered and changed after her time inside the hex. This of course, like I've said in every other Easter egg review I've done since the day we saw her, directly links to the fact that she does become a hero in the comics. She is Photon. Now Photon has the powers of flight, appearance altering, and the ability to shoot energy blasts out of her hands. These are all abilities we have seen used in the hex, so it would make sense that once Wanda blasts her and she hits the barrier and all this stuff's going on, that all this power manifested inside her and she is slowly building up the ability to use these powers. Of course, if she enters the hex in the next episode, which is very likely, this could solidify her, build her powers up fully, and make her Photon. It's also kind of been leaked or / teased right here in this promo image that'll pop up on screen. You can see the black and white costume on the shoulders. Now this is actually the Photon costume, or it looks very similar to it. Could this be that we've already seen it and it's coming very soon? I hope so. I'm pretty sure it is, and we will see Photon either in WandaVision or in Captain Marvel 2. Again with the Monica stuff and outside the Hex, they talk about the engineer again, and the engineer who's making this vehicle to enter Westview. Now in this episode, we actually get confirmed that the engineer is a male. She says he can be ready with it. This further solidifies the fact that I definitely think it is Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic, who will be cropping up and be the first hint at the Fantastic Four inside the MCU. We know this is happening very soon because in this promo trailer, we see the vehicle breaking the barrier off Westview. Now they also mention the fact that they are tracking, or Hayward is tracking, the decay and vibranium signal.
The program is tracking the decay signature of vibranium.
This, of course, means Vision. This could be because he maybe put something inside Vision when he had him in the sword facility. Why would he do that? Why would he put a tracker inside Vision, do you ask? Maybe because Hayward was actually trying to weaponize Vision, maybe create something similar to Ultron, and the tracker's a failsafe that if you went rogue, they'd be able to track him down. Maybe Wanda, when she broke into the facility, was actually trying to save Vision, and Hayward's trying to make her out to be the villain. Hayward's trying to blame her, trying to frame her for all the stuff that's going on right now. Now to this week's advert, of course we have this really strange advert where we have the boy and the shark, and he withers away to a skeleton. As I've said in previous videos and on TikTok, I highly theorize it's pretty obvious that all of these commercials link to an Infinity Stone. We've had the Mind Stone with the toaster, the Time Stone with the watch, the Tesseract with the Hydra Cube, and the Reality Stone with the red liquid in the Lagos brand. This one here is pretty obvious with the skeleton withering away. It's meant to reflect the Soul Stone. This means that we have one more stone left, and it is the Power Stone. Will we see it next week? Will we see it the week after? I definitely think so look out for that one. Now, of course, in this episode, we learn a lot about Hayward, and more importantly, that he has some secret mission on secret way how to see into Westview. When we see them open up the files on their computer, you see this bit pop up here, and I'll pause it on screen, I'll zoom into it. The code name for the mission is Mission Cataract. This is pretty funny, I don't know if you know this, but cataract or cataract surgery is to do with sight, to do with your vision. This is a pretty cool play on words. Obviously, the whole secret mission is to do with vision, and cataract is basically the loss of vision. Now back into Westview here, and we see Wanda and Peter / Pietro, Evan Peters, whatever you want to call him at the moment, we don't really know yet. We see them walking in front of this old cinema right over here somewhere on the screen. Look at the movies. We have The Incredibles at the top, which of course is a movie set around a superhero family, much like this family we're following inside Westview. And then underneath it has The Parent Trap advertised. Now again, this is a really cool Easter egg. The Parent Trap is about a set of twins who switch out for each other. Do we know any twins that have switched out for each other? Wanda and Peter, Wanda and Pietro, and the two Quicksilvers have literally switched out. They've taken the Aaron Taylor Johnson one and switched them out for Evan Peters. It's kind of similar to The Parent Trap where the kids switch positions. Now moving on here to the part where Vision is trying to break outside of Westview, and you see these signs. Now we got told earlier in the episode you're not allowed to go past Ellis Avenue. This could be, I don't know if it means anything, maybe it's a reach, but Ellis is actually the name of the president from Iron Man 3. This could be a reference that the street is named after President Ellis. And now moving on, we have the part where they're sitting in the town centre. Peter and Wanda are having a conversation, and he says this.
Hey, don't sweat it, sis. It's not like your dead husband could die twice.
Now this is ironic because, well, her husband has already died twice. She killed him when she was trying to destroy the Mind Stone, and then obviously Thanos done his thing, rewound time, and ripped the thing right out of his head. This quote's ironic because he has literally died twice already. Now that's the stuff that I spotted in this episode, or stuff that I wanted to look into more. I know I will have missed a lot of stuff. Let me know in the comments any theories you have, because I will read every single one of them. If you want to come and chat to me personally, or join a community with loads of different people who talk about this stuff every single day, click the link to my Discord in the description. We have a massive community of people who love this stuff. But again, let me know what you think in the comments, add to any of my theories, let me know what I missed. I love reading them. But apart from that, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.